clear? Kindly confirm so that we can start. Okay, so I think I need to let me just check. Is my voice clear now? Kindly let me know so that we can start because you are the audience, so I have to know. If you are able to hear me clearly, let's kindly let me know so that we can start. And they have got around 75 in listening, 75 in reading, speaking 73, and writing 75. Okay, so let's see how this person can improve themselves. So let's first listen to the read aloud. Kindly let me know if you are able to hear the read aloud voice.
The blame for overconsumption should not and cannot be placed solely on individuals. Companies and corporations have a vast interest in making you buy more stuff because if they don't, they go bankrupt. This is why they slap green labels on their products and advertise everywhere. Indeed, the whole idea of a personal carbon footprint is a propaganda campaign created by the fossil fuel giants.
Okay, so I guess the audio was clear, right? You are able to hear how this read aloud was done. As you can see, almost all the words are green in color. Few words are red in color, and few of the words are orange in color. So, although this person has tried their level best, but they went really slow. Okay, due to that thing, you can see here speed is in negative 25%. So always try to maintain this at 100% so that your pronunciation is also increased. If you are going too slowly, your scores will damage. Alright, so this paragraph should have been done, although it is done correctly, but I guess they reduced their pronunciation due to that thing. They were not able to get good scores in the pronunciation. Right? Let's come to the next read aloud.
The internet has grown in importance by many folds over the process of decades. Its importance in the education world can now never be undermined. Despite the changes of frauds and drawbacks, the use of internet is like a blessing for students. Today the internet is something that is present in most of everything we use.
Alright, so question from Mohan is that what is the range of speaking speed to not damage the word marks? So for that, I would recommend you to like if you have like a short paragraph, then it should be done within 17 to 18 seconds maximum. If it is just two lines paragraph, then within 15 seconds. If it is like a bigger paragraph with 3.5 to 4 lines, then it should be around 22 seconds. And if it's more than that, then it should be done within 25 to 26 seconds, not more than that. So based on that, you have to adjust your speaking speed. Okay, I hope I have answered your question. Alright, so here again, this person has many green words and a little bit of orange and red words. Alright, so I will do the sample for these read alouds as well so that you can understand how this should be done. The blame for overconsumption should not and cannot be placed solely on individuals. Companies and corporations have a vested interest in making you buy more stuff because if they don't, they go bankrupt. This is why they slap green labels onto their products and advertise everywhere. Indeed, the whole idea of a personal carbon footprint is a propaganda campaign created by a fossil fuel giant. Right? I think this was enough for you. I have maintained the speed. I have also shown how much time should be taken to read this much of a paragraph. Right? The speaking percentage in AP only should be 100%. 90 to 100% is acceptable. If you are doing that thing, you are on a similar context with other speakers as well. All right. So if you are getting negative 25%, that means you are going very slowly compared to other speakers, right? So I would strongly suggest you to maintain it at least 75 to 100%. Okay, because many of the people believe that speaking too fast will help them get good scores, and that is why they speak faster. So if you are at the 75 to 100%, that is more than enough. Okay, uh, let's check the next thing. Let's do the read aloud too. The internet has grown in importance by many folds over the process of decade. Its importance in the education world can now never be undermined. Despite the chances of fraud and drawbacks, the use of the internet is like a blessing for students. Today, the internet is something that is present in almost everything we use. I hope this read aloud was clear as well. Okay, so Vishwa has asked this question. If I try to finish in less time, my fluency and content get hampered. So how to do fast? So do not focus on doing it fast. Instead, focus on making it more clear. Okay, your words should be pronouncing properly, and if your words get pronounced properly, and if you are maintaining the speed and consistency, definitely your scores will improve. All right, and with good pronunciation, your content will also get recognized, and you will get good scores in your speaking as well as reading. Okay, as you have seen how I've done this two read alouds, you can understand how I have maintained the consistency and fluency, right? Okay, let's come to the third read aloud. They have scored 75 score here. Let's check how they have done this.
On a planet with a growing population and shrinking natural resources, business as usual is no longer sustainable. But sustainability is very often good for the bottom line as it's in the best interest of businesses to responsibly manage our natural resources so we can continue to use them for years to come.
So here the issue with the pronunciation is that this person did not take breaths wherever it is required. Instead, they have took breath here. They have not read this word correctly shrinking. They have read this as responsible, sustainable. So due to this thing which are not present here, if you are reading those things, you are losing your scores in pronunciation. If you have read this in the same way like shrinking, sustainability, responsibly, and if you have not taken break here, then your pronunciation would have gone increased. Okay, as you can see again here, the speed is 3% only, right? So this is the little bit of minor issues which you usually do. So if you focus on these areas, you will definitely improve yourself. So let's check how this read aloud can be done. On a planet with a growing population and shrinking natural resources, business as usual is no longer sustainable. But sustainability is very often good for the bottom line as it's in the best interest of businesses to responsibly manage our natural resources so we can continue to use them for years to come. Right? So here as you can see, but sustainability since here there is no full stop anywhere. So you have to keep on continuing from as it's in the best interest to till the last. You cannot take any gap anywhere in the middle because there are no commas or no full stops. But this person did changes in the words. Due to that thing, they have lost their scores in the pronunciation. Right? Coming to the fourth read aloud, let's check. They have got 84.
Over the years, various internet services has been created to communicate remotely. Social networks have been a revolution as have instant messaging apps. Since the beginning, there is also a timeless communication standard representing one of the best tools for individuals and companies to communicate quickly: email.
Okay, so here they have again messed up here. Okay, they have revolution was not read properly, created was not read properly. Okay, they have to break here. So there are some issues which are not, they are trying to pronounce the words which are not present here, and this is why they are losing their scores. Okay, although they are getting good scores here, but in the real exam, if you are saying something like here in this instead of services, if I say as only service or servicing, I will lose marks because I am not reading it properly, and this lack of marks will go to your reading section, not to your speaking, because you are maintaining the fluency, but you are not focusing on the correct words, and that is why you will lose your scores in reading. Alright, so always read whatever is present in the paragraph itself because you are not making any sentences based on your own self. It is just present in front of your paragraph, and even if you are reading that paragraph with the mistakes, then that means your reading is poor. Alright, so let's check how this can be done. Over the years, various internet services have been created to communicate remotely. Social networks have been a revolution, as have instant messaging apps. Since the beginning, there is also a timeless communication standard representing one of the best tools for individuals and companies to communicate quickly: email. Okay, so here for email, you have to give some time because that is an example. You cannot read it continuously like companies to communicate quickly email. Alright, so this is how you have to read it properly. Okay, let's come into the fifth read aloud.
The geosphere includes all the stuff that makes up the crust and the core of the earth and everything natural and lifeless that makes up the surface of earth. Examples are all the rocks and the sand particles from dry land to those found on the bottom of the oceans. The geosphere undergoes infinite processes constantly, which is in turn modifies other spheres.
So as you have heard here, they have added is here, they have added on here, and they have changes somewhat. Earth is not pronounced properly. They have skipped the here. Geosphere is not read properly. Natural lifeless is not read properly. Due to these issues, they have lost the scores in pronunciation because they are trying to read the things which are not present in the paragraph. Alright, so these are the little bit of things which they have to focus on. Coming to the sixth read aloud.
Astronomers announced that they have finally an image of the supermassive black hole at the center of our galaxy. This image shows a bright ring surrounding the darkness, the telltale sign of the shadow of the black hole. It reveals the turbulence twisting region immediately surrounding the black hole in a new detail.
Okay, so here they have again messed up here. Assembled, then they have telltale, it is telltale. Okay, then we have reveals, turbulent, they have read this as turbulence. Immediately is not read properly. Due to these things, they have got lost their scores in pronunciation. Okay, so here astronomers, they assembled supermassive whole galaxy ring surrounding darkness telltale of the whole reveals turbulent immediately whole detail. So here we have to like stress on the words astronomers, assembled, supermassive, whole, galaxy, darkness, telltale, whole, reveals, turbulent, immediately, whole, detail, right? This is how they have to speak the words properly. If they are able to focus on these pronunciations, they will get good scores. Coming to the RASP, read aloud.
Dark matter is an exclusive substance that provides the skeleton for what cosmic
Here, as you can see, they have read as exclusive, whereas it is elusive. Okay,
substance that provides the skeleton structure. Dark, dark matter is an exclusive substance that provides the skeleton for what cosmetologists call the
cosmetologists. Here it is cosmologists, but they have read as cosmetologists. That is why they have lost the scores in the pronunciation.
cosmic web, the large-scale structure of the universe that, due to its gravitational influence, dictated the motion of the
This is dictates, but they have read as wrongly. Dictates they have read.
galaxies and other cosmic material. However, the
This is material. They have read as material.
distribution of local dark matter is currently unknown because it cannot be measured directly.
Here again, this is measured. They have read as measured. Okay. So due to that thing, they have lost the scores in pronunciation. Right. So these are the little bit of things which you need to focus on if you want to improve your pronunciation and your scoring in read alouds. Coming to the repeat sentence, let's check. They have got 87, 84, 90, 84, 85, 87, 86, 72, 75, 82, 87. So overall, this person has got majority of the scores as 80 plus. That is why their speaking and listening scores are not that much damaged. Okay, even though they have messed up a little bit in read alouds, still they have got good scores in speaking. Alright, if they have improved their read aloud as well, they would have got better scores in reading and speaking as well. Okay, so these are the little bit of things that you need to focus on. Coming to the disclaimers, they have spoken for 31 seconds, 35 seconds, it is good, 76. Let's check how they have done it.
The image represents a pie chart given information about the average cost of running a coffee shop. Initially, you can see the highest section is the labor section, which is 28 to 35%. On conversely, the lower section is the mid section, that is 5%. Another
Here they want to say about conversion, but they have said as conversing. Okay, they have messed up here, which is represented. So these are the words which went bang.
important element of the feature is admin, leisure, and utility
They want to say about leisure, okay, utility, I guess.
marketing, food and supply. The food and supply is 22 to 30%, other is 10 to 12%. In
They want to say other is, but it's caused as others. Okay, other is others.
conclusion, the image is informative.
Here they wanted to say about the image is informative, but due to their fast speaking, they have lost this and it got combined as images instead of image is. So with this little bit of issues, they lose their scores in pronunciation. And if this discriminates and retail lecture, if you are speaking something and if it gets recognized exactly in the AI speech recognition, then your read alouds will also improve. Alright, so this is one of the thing. Again, they have got 63 here, which is good, but they need to again focus on pronunciation. 48. So here they messed up in the pronunciation, I guess.
The image represents the
As you can see, they have spoken a lot, but their pronunciation is very poor, their fluency is very poor. Due to this, they have lost their scores, right? So these are the things which you need to focus on.
Psychological social media disorder is the main topic of the lecture. Firstly, the speaker told us that the addiction is a psychological stress. We tend to have a focus of what addiction we have in the social media. Initially, it is hard, that is, we have a craving of different type of the habits, and the social media, our behavior, our mental are changed. The Facebook and social media expressions are other the important feature. The American Sociology Department shows that medical internet gaming disorders are the most effective classification. Other than that, the media and cluster classification is also important.
Okay, so again, as you can see, this person has messed up in the pronunciation, right? Okay, so coming to the next important thing is about writing. They have got 7 of 7 in writing. This summarized written text or essay writing, they have got 10 of 15. They have made spelling mistakes and grammatical errors and vocabulary range as well. So let's check. In the ice creams, they have to use space here, excess, double C here, validity is spelling is wrong, LITI. So this is what went wrong. And what else? Okay, so these are the things which usually people make mistakes with. Okay, spelling mistakes are really needed to be focused on. Okay, if you are not able to do that, then it loses, you will lose your lots of marks. So when it is talking about one such topic, when you are telling one, then it should be is. Okay, because this is a singular, so it should be singular. When we are talking about multiple topics, then it should be are. Alright, this is one of the major things. Then here, which are mainly, okay, which are mainly aimed at children. Here after children, you should have comma, okay. And then we have advertisements. Uh, okay, so here they have messed up in the spelling. E is missing. Advertisement. They have messed up here. E. Okay. Here also again the same issue. Here also E is missing. Here they have written E, but this should be advertisements because on television not only one advertisement will not come. There will be multiple advertisements. Alright. So these are the little bit of issues that you need to focus on based on the topic and whatever you are telling. On that you have to use singular and plural forms. If you are not using that, then you will lose 0 marks for you will get 0 marks for your grammar, and also your vocabulary range will go to reduced scores, right? Coming to the next writing essay, again they have messed up in their spellings and grammar here. So let's say performances, A should be coming here. They have written here correctly, but they have messed up here. So that is written negligency. Okay. Aspect of famous entertainers, because we are talking about multiple entertainer. Alright. Example spelling is wrong. Uh, One such topic is high salaries. So here, whenever you are talking about something in particular, then the should be coming here. Alright. So these are the little bit of issues which you need to focus on whenever you are writing. So for essays, always make sure that you are taking at least 200 plus words template. Okay. And based on that, we have to first by hand the template, write the template properly without making any mistakes. You should not miss any commas or full stops. And then once you write the template in the main exam, check whether the words are matching with the word count of the templates. If your template's word count has 210 words, then in the main exam as well, you should have 210 words only, not more or not less than that. You should not make any spelling mistakes with the usage of commas, apostrophes, or full stops. Alright, first paste the template. Then you start adding your own sentences in the template. After that, you just have to focus on whatever you have added. Okay, this will save your time in reading all the essay 2 to 3 times each and every time. So this will save your time. All right. Okay. Okay. So yeah, Mohana has asked. Sorry, doctor. I missed her pronunciation and content was good. Why she got less scores in DI? So here the issue is that although she was telling in a good way, but the issue is that her pronunciation was not matching with the content. So AI speech recognition is very important. If you are not able to read it properly, then you will lose scores. Like whatever you are speaking, that should accurately be caught by the AI software. If you are telling images, the image is very informative, but AI is caught getting it caught as the images is important. So at that time, you wanted to say about image is, but AI is caught catching your word as images instead of image is. So that is how you can improve your describe image and data lecture scores. And if you are getting perfect pronunciation in both describe image and data lecture, definitely your read aloud will also improve because your pronunciation is improved. Alright, I hope I have answered your question, Mohan. Okay, coming to the next thing, reading section. So here they have got 4 of 4 in the reading writing blinds, 4 of 4 again. They have lost 1 mark here. So, but its hosting of the World Cup has also shown a dash on its human rights record. So here, whenever we are talking about shown, then shown is related to something like highlighting. Okay, getting shown like to the world is like getting spotlight or getting highlighted to the world. Okay, so based on that, that is something. Bone is related to something which is like tremendous success. Okay, but as per the context, here spotlight should be the correct answer. So they have messed up here. They have got only 1 of 4 in this fifth read aloud. Maintaining that demeanor even in stressful times means demeanor here refers to your attitude, okay, or your character. Okay, so even the stressful time, usually people tend to lose their usually people tend to lose their effects. Okay, usually they tend to lose their composures. Due to that thing, they will lose their scores. Okay, so that is what demeanor is about: attitude or your character or your personality. How to improve my grammar while writing the sentence by my own. Every time I got less marks in grammar. Okay, so based on that, like you have to focus on wherever you are making mistakes. Okay, you have to understand why you are making such mistakes. Whether you are losing your marks in singular plural determination or whether you are messing up in sentence formation, that you have to understand first. Then you have to start focusing on that. Keep on looking on such words. Keep on trying to observe and learn. If you don't observe, you will never learn. Alright, so it is a continuous process, focusing and improving, focusing and improving. If you are not focusing, then you cannot improve. Okay, coming to the next read aloud, reorder paragraphs. Let's say they have got 3 of 3, 1 of 3. So in this one, they should have got at least 50% correct. That is 2 of 3 should have been correct here. Fill in the next reading. They have got 3 of 3, 4 of 4. Here 2 of 3. So let's say they are talking about AI research goal. This approach was flash. It's impossible to write down all the unwritten facts. So, yes, so this approach was useless. They want to tell about something which is useless. So, for the useless, another word is futile, right? Then this went well, 4 of 4, and last 2 of 3. In African society, the gender dash and patriarchal construct remain the bane across virtually all spheres of life in the society. So here, the gender equality is different, peculiarities is different. Peculiarities is talking about something which is about specializations. Okay, gender differentiation. Like usually in the patriarchal society, what happens is uh, men's are given more priority, whereas females are given lesser priority. So as you can see, it is virtually visible in all parts of the world. So that is what it is talking about. Peculiarities. The gender differences and patriarchal construct remain the bane across virtually all spheres of life in the society. Alright, coming to the last thing, that is listening, they have got 75. For in the SST, they have got 7 score. So the lecture is mainly about informations all around the world. So here, information is enough, not informations. Right? Because all kinds of information will be called as information only, not informations. Alright, so all the things wherever they have read as information, they have lost their scores. Okay, and no need of using inverted commas or apostrophes. Okay, this is not required. And then informations are, although R is correct because you are using plural word, but since information should be written as singular, this is not accurate. Information is an important. Whenever you have a vowel, before that you have to use the word of an, an, a, e, I, o, u. Anything starting with these words should have an before that. Okay. Information is, again here they messed up here, to produce, not produced. Okay. So these are the little bit of issues which usually do people make mistakes with. Here, transfer, spelling mistakes, transfer, fill in the blanks, reading, so listening. So here it is viruses. They have missed S. Due to that thing, they have lost 1 score. Okay, succeeded spelling is wrong. It should be double E D E D. Here, indulge they have missed it. Intenseness they have missed moderately. Spelling is wrong. So they have lost 2 score, 3 marks here. Highlighting cut words 5 of 5, 6 of 6, 3 of 5. So they have missed up 2 words here. So they need to focus on their listening skills. Right communication, they have added too much of extra words. They will not get good scores in their listening scores in the real exam. So always keep your extra words to maximum 2 or 3 words. Again, too much of excess words, too much of excess words, too much of excess words, right? So this person will lose their scores in listening if they do the same thing in the main exam. So never do this thing. Write whatever you are hearing accurately. Do not write anything apart from the audio. Alright. So overall, this person is having issues with their listening, speaking abilities, and they will lose their scores a lot in the listening if they are writing such extra words. So try to avoid that. Alright. After um, 5 or 10 minutes left, I will start the next mock analysis. Alright. So I have answered your question, Vishwa, I guess. Um, any more questions? I have answered everyone's questions. Okay, I guess we are good to wrap up now. After a gap of 5-10 minutes, I will start the next mock analysis. Thank you for your time, guys. We will join in the next session. Take care. Bye bye.